use MarketStats and FastStats, which is an application that's available to us through the MLS. This is the application that I use to pull all of the data for our quarterly reports, our social media posts, and different things like that, different marketing materials. So you're going to start on the Paragon homepage and go up to this Resources tab, and then come down to MarketStats. And this is going to open up this window for you. There's a lot of different variables here. So when you start up at the top, this is where you choose the location that you want to look at. It's going to default to the entire MLS. Some other common options would be the Omaha area region. I can show you what they mean by that here in just a second. Lincoln region, Douglas and Sarpy counties, all of the different cities that are in our MLS. You can also narrow this down by zip code, by school district, by city. For example, if you type in Papillion, it's going to auto-populate, giving you the option of either Papillion the city or Papillion school district. And you can compare up to 4 different areas at one time. For this example, in our most recent sales meeting, I kind of narrowed it down to just Douglas and Sarpy counties. So let's go ahead and use that. The next section is where you can narrow down the property type. So you've got a few options here. You can see square footage, construction type, year built, bedrooms, bathrooms. You can also break these out with this little icon right here. So maybe you want to look at all of the different construction types at once. You can break that out and it's going to show all 4 of them. Or you can add and remove and just look at one at a time. Or look at all the construction types together. So once you've narrowed down your property type, I'm just going to keep it all at the default search criteria. Then you have a few more options right here. I'll get to these in just a minute. Over here, you can choose if you want your graph to be a line chart or a bar chart. I prefer the line, but depending on what type of data you're looking at, the bar chart might work better. You can also choose how far back you want to look in your timeline. So you can either go just 1 year, 3, 5, 10, or the max amount of years. If you choose the max years, it's going to go all the way back to 2003. And then you can also choose what each of these data points represents. So do you want these data points to be 1 month worth of activity, a rolling 3, 6, or 12 months? I usually have mine set at 1 year so that I'm not looking at too much. And then I'll use either monthly or maybe rolling 3 months if I'm doing the quarterly report. So once you have your location, your property type, and you have your graph set up the way you want to look at it, now you can choose which data points you want to look at. So you can look at the average or median closed price, new listings. Homes for sale is everything that's available, whether it's new, back on the market, anything like that. Under contract. This is interesting because you can see what was under contract in the past, whereas when you're on the MLS, it's not going to show that, anything was under contract from 2003 because those have outsold by now. You can look at the number of closed sales, days on market. You can go back and forth between median and average. Got month supply, percent of list price. So how high did the properties sell above their list price or below? Price per square foot, the total dollar volume. And then these 2 are new. How many showings until the listing went pending? You can go between average and median. And then how many showings per listing total. So let's say, for example, we're going to look at average closed price, and maybe we want to compare 2 different areas. So let's look at Douglas County, and then we can add an area right there, and we can compare this to Sarpy County. So now you can see we're looking at the average closed price. If you hover over these data points, it's going to show you that data points data right there. And then this little bar right here is going to show you the year-over-year change for those data points. So you can see the average closed price in Douglas County is up 6.6%, and Sarpy County up 9.5%. Now let's break it out by construction type. We'll add under construction. You can see where if you're using a line chart, it gets kind of busy if you have too many data points going on. But just looking at this screenshot right here in October of 21, here's the difference between the different construction types in Douglas County and Sarpy County. Just for an example, let's look at what a bar chart looks like, and this would be a case where a bar chart makes a little bit more sense to look at. So now what can you do with this chart? Now I'm going to bring you back to this print and share option. Say this is exactly what I want to show. I'm going to use this in a listing proposal or a buyer consultation. Maybe I have a buyer that's deciding between Douglas and Sarpy County. I can click print right here. And that is going to pull up a PDF personalized with my MLS account information. This is showing my admin account, but yours will show your regular name. It'll show you exactly what we're looking at right here, and then a nice, easy to read chart. This can be printed or emailed, however you want to use it. The other really cool option here is if you click share, you can either take the static data, exactly what you're looking at right now, or the live data, so it'll update itself as you go, or as the MLS is updated. And then from here you can choose, do I want a PDF? Do I want to post this on my social media? You can embed it into a blog or website, or you can grab the raw data from a Excel file or Google Sheets and take it from there. So you want to share this on your social media, all you have to do is click share, grab that link right there, copy and paste it into your social media account. It's going to be personalized to you. It's going to show exactly what that data means. And then when people click on that from your social media, it's going to show these same little pop-ups where it tells them exactly what this data means. Another function on this application is right here. This is the Fast Stats. So these are really quick grab and go reports for different areas within our MLS. I like the local market updates, so let's click on Douglas County. It's going to default to the most recent report. And then it's going to break it down by zip code. So let's go to 68114. And this gives us a quick one-page, easy to read, nice to look at report, breaking up all of these metrics between new construction and existing homes. You can print this, take it with you, post this to your social media, whatever you want to do with it. And then here are monthly indicators, so overview of key real estate trends. This right here shows the Omaha area region, so you can see it's Douglas and Sarpy County and the surrounding counties. Let's just click on that and look at that most recent report. This one's a little bit longer, but it's got a lot of good information on it. Overview of new construction, existing homes, and then it's going to break it down by each data point and have a new page or a separate page for each data point. So new listings, pending, and so on. You can get back to that graph by just clicking up here to InfoSparks, and now you're back where you started. If you guys have any questions on this, how to use it, what any of these data points mean, I'm happy to help anytime. Feel free to reach out. Thanks.